The Stanley Cup playoffs on TNT Sports are presented by Geico. It's Game 5 of the Eastern Conference Final. Thanks so much for joining us, Kenny Albert, Kenny Olczyk. Newhook wins the faceoff. Game 5 underway, and then he stripped of the puck on the first attempt. Lane Hudson moves the puck ahead, kept alive by the Hurricanes. Here's Svechnikov, the overtime hero in Game 3. Aho shoots, stick to side, and then a second chance for Aho, and that's gloved by Dobes. For the Canadiens, but they go with the same lineup. Here's Carrier back in his own end. Puck was off the skate of Slafkovsky. Played by Ehlers, stick to side by Dobes, and the puck is... Now it's Thompson. Away penalty, Carolina. Here's Suzuki. It's Suzuki, the Canadiens captain. Touch is made by the Canes, and now...
Well, Lane Hudson does a beautiful job here of avoiding Svechnikov.
Now Demidov with it. Demidov surveys. Back across. Now it comes to Hudson. Near side, Slafkovsky. Right pass, stopped by Anderson. In favor of the Canes. Here's Jordan Staal, the Carolina captain. Hit by Struble. Staal keeps the puck alive. Here's Ehlers. Out in front. Martin stopped from point-blank range by Dobes. Ball defended by Dooley. Back out to Gostisbehere. And then across for a drive by Nikishin. That's stopped by Dobes.
Good job by Carrier to box out Blake.
Here's Blake for Carolina. Now Stankoven to the net. Score! It's all! He stayed out there.
Perhaps we're looking at maybe a goaltender interference.
Is Jakub Dobes able to play his position?
And I think that contact does kind of get Dobes off his balance, and I agree, as though this is coming back.
After Coach's Challenge video review, it was determined that there was no goaltender interference. Therefore, we have a goal. Montreal is assessed a red flag penalty for delay.
So the goal stands, and the Hurricanes will have a power play. Stankoven and Blake the assist. Here comes Hall. Hall dropping it back. Now Stankoven. Stankoven with a shot, and that's held by Dobes. Out to the point, Chatfield. Chatfield with a long shot. That missed the net. Sent back around by Ehlers. Cut off by Suzuki. Now a turnaround shot. Oh, what a save by Dobes after the first shot by Staal. And Dobes covers.
Turnover, great save, even better save. And then Martinook, while he's down, tries to pitchfork this puck into the back of the net.
I think then that weak side play to Texier coming downhill would be open as well, and he can get it to the net where Doc is. But when Dobson stays there, I think really nothing else going on.
There's Stankoven shooting. He scores!
Off his arm and top shelf, right idea, knowing exactly what the goaltender's going to do when that puck comes from the goal line out. 2-0 lead for the home team.
The only thing I like to see from Dobes, because Stankoven's so far out.
The shots are 34 for Carolina, 7 for Montreal.
Look out.
The outlet pass chased out by Robinson. Scores!
And scores a timely goal through the legs of Dobes to give the Hurricanes their third goal of the first period.
Look at Carrier, Bush. He takes a quick look. He makes eye contact with Robinson.
And that starts here in the second period. They got to find a way to win this one, get back in the game, and see if they can chip away.
Rooney and Martinook behind the play.
There is Jarvis, stop! And then a second chance. Dooley got a stick on it. Now chipped around by Caulfield for Slafkovsky. Out to the point, Hudson. Slafkovsky with it. His line with Suzuki and Caulfield, 8 points in Game 1, only 1 point since the series opener.
Nice stick coming here.
Poletto took that high stick.
Carolina penalty number 21, 2 minutes, high sticking.
Hudson with 10 points on the power play, leads the NHL in these playoffs. Puck off the stick of Caulfield, comes back out.
He was wide open.
Here's Hudson dropping it back. Suzuki, Caulfield couldn't tee it up. And the Hurricanes clear. 7 minutes gone, second period. Evans over for Montreal, trailing by 3. Got by Cooley. That did not get through. Evans keeps it alive. Now cleared ahead by Stankoven. Moving to the net. Saved by Gomez. Rebound. Score! Blake! Oh, on the first attempt, and then it's Jackson Blake.
And Blake able to follow the play up. Finds a loose chain, but once Newhook was in a tough spot, you just knew Hall was going to get a grade A. And so,
what patience there by Blake.
Fired across by Svechnikov with Jarvis. Pass was off the mark, then back around by Jarvis for Aho.
I think there's going to be a penalty here on Hudson. Thought he got his stick up on Svechnikov.
Looked like he did get the stick up, and then 40 seconds remaining on the power play for the Canes. 0 for 2 tonight. Now Blake. Here's Stankoven. Just missed.
He tried to go short side with Dobish down.
Here's Josh Anderson shooting, and that's the shot by Freddie Anderson. Now it's Texier. Matheson. Matheson in front of Anderson. Stopped by Anderson. By Chatfield. Struble hit by Stahl. Gordon Stahl who won a Stanley Cup with Pittsburgh back in 2009. Here's Bartlett shooting. And that's gloved by Dobish.
Great angle. There's a lot of room up top.
no, he doesn't at all.
Yeah. And a couple of good saves back at the other end. Then he made mention.
It reminds me of 2010, the Canadiens.
It's Kirby Dunn slides it across. Anderson got a stick on it. Jumped by Evans. Third to side boots.
You go back to 2010. The Canadiens beat the Penguins and Capitals. They faced the Philadelphia Flyers in the conference final. They were out of gas, and I feel like this is the same thing. And there's a look at it.
The entire playoffs, yet they've lost only once.
It's gotten better as this series has gone on.
There's Aho moving it back out. Two minutes on the clock, second period. Jarvis across, Gostisbehere, score!
And we talk about the confidence level of this power play, Bush. We saw Aho scoring game 4. Besides the 5-on-3 they had for $1.44 in game 4, which
Jarvis and Ehlers pick up the assists. Now an attempt by Suzuki. And it's turned aside by Anderson. For Ole chance. As time winds down in period 2. Carolina Hurricanes have scored the last 10 goals in this series. 10 straight for the Canes.
Not a fun time to be playing minutes like this where it just feels like you're just waiting for the clock to run out.
when the Eastern Conference went sideways for a period of time and you knew who was going to be in and who was going to be out of the playoffs.
And maybe not in the last 2 series, it wasn't as profound. But it certainly was in round 1. If you go back to that Ottawa series, then Montreal did. I think Montreal's issues, a lot of it had to do with the fatigue.
Penalty coming up here against Jordan Stahl.
But I think Vegas will be better equipped.
So power play for Montreal when we return.
Calling the greatest game in the world on TNT.
Year 5 of the NHL on TNT. Our tremendous crew led by producer Kevin Brown, director Mike Fox.
Well, both teams play without the puck.
Yeah. I think it's going to be a long series. I think it's going to be a highly entertaining, fast pace.
Gossett is going to go here for a slash. I know what Biz feels like there, you know. People hold up signs there too. And
Puck directed to the corner by Slavkovsky, then sent around by Caulfield. We hear the Olay chants once again from the crowd here in Raleigh. Gordon Stahl's brother Eric, a member of the cup-winning team here in 06, as Caulfield scores. And the Canadiens are on the board.
When he makes this move, once he gets the puck, just backhand, forehand, and right before Frederik Andersen is able to get set. Watch the stick of Andersen. Doesn't quite get there in time. It's off to the side.
With Ronning and Dominic Moore. Both a part of 4 comebacks from 3 games to 1 of the postseason. Sankoven dropping it back. And a glove save made by Dobesh on Ehlers. Just prior to the start of this series. And now when you're 7 minutes away from the trip to the Stanley Cup final. Here comes Duhawk in with a shot, and that's gloved by Andersen. Face-off control by the Canadiens. Here's Hudson, who assisted on the Caulfield power play goal. Backhand shot, Slavkovsky, puck out in front. Sent all the way down, just wide.
That'd be something. Here we go. Do it, Freddie.
Played by Svechnikov. Here's Aho with Jarvis. Seth Jarvis score. For the first time since 2006, the Carolina Hurricanes are heading to the Stanley Cup final.
Nick Suzuki. And you saw the big hug that Coach Rod Brind'Amour gave Freddie Andersen. Playing with that heavy heart. With the loss of his agent and friend, Claude Lemieux.
Freddie allowed 10 goals in the series, 5 in game 1. Only 5 over the last 4 games.
Hard to imagine the emotions that he's playing with right now.
Andre Miller, who was tremendous
Oh, he really was.
in this series.
After period 1 of game 1, he took his game to another level. Gretz hit on that really early in this series.
That was Rod Brind'Amour with Stefan Robida, whose son plays in the Carolina Hurricanes organization, and now the 2 head coaches. A lot of respect for each other.
Ты заходи, если что.